guys, we are back. I finally pushed my car in here. As you guys remember, in the couple videos back, we talked about trying to turbo it in a day or so, but plans changed. It's still gonna get turboed, but I removed the transmission because it was my brother's and he ended up selling it. And yeah, so it's been parked outside. You guys have seen it in the videos where it's parked outside. It was parked outside because I didn't have a transmission on it. My transmission it had a bad second gear. But earlier today, I just put it together. Has a transmission there. I went down and I grabbed the mount because I used it on one of my buddy's cars. This is a Syncro, second gear Syncro. It was pretty bad. This ring right here, this ring was pretty flat. You could see it. It's pretty flat. It's not rounded, it's flat. So I had to change that out and put another Syncro in it. So it's got another Syncro. Hopefully it should run good. Everything's all lined up. Everything's ready to go. The car you hear revving is the one that my cousin was doing. They finally got the engine in, running. That's the junkyard motor that they went all the way to Sacramento to go grab. Running good, idling good. But yeah, we're gonna get this one done. I'm gonna be boosting it. This is a turbo. It's an eBay M24. An eBay M24 turbo with the eBay wastegate to MVR. MVR, supposedly it's a tile or something like that. And the plan here is, this is the block that's going in it. It's a GSR block. I put a block guard on it, got it bored out, 81.5. Got some new rods, CP used pistons. And yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna be using these used rings. Used rings. They were on another car it came in another car that one of my buddies had, and these pistons, I actually got them for, I want to say $80. All four of them. They're CP pistons. And those rods, I got them from one of my buddies who needed money. He was desperate for money. He was in a tight budge, and he offered them to me for $100. And they're actually GSR rods, which was perfect for my build. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And I did it. I got the rods for 100, pistons for 80, and the block, I pretty much got it for $100 too. The short block, it was all disassembled. I got it for $100 from a guy out in Portland. It was probably like 2 years ago, and till now I'm finally making it run. So far, the only thing I've the only issue I've ran into is the oil squirters. It's missing one oil squirter. So my plan right now is take this GSR head off of this one. Take the GSR head off of this one and the ARP head studs that this one has. I'm gonna be running a stock clutch. Yeah, as you can see, it's a stock clutch. I'm gonna be running a stock clutch, and I'm gonna be running it on some injectors. I have some injectors out there. Believe they're 1000s, and with this turbo, like I said earlier. So yeah, that's gonna be that's the project for this one. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, so sorry I didn't catch the part of the video of the engine coming out. The engine's out. I tore it apart already. It's outside. The head's here. These are the rods that pistons and rods. Like I said, we're going in this one. But I ran into an issue. I put in the first piston and it was loose right here. So that being said, I made sure the rods were for a GSR. They were GSR rods. And after trying this other, I had an LS rod right here. Where was it? Right here. I had an LS rod right here. This is an Eagle rod. I tried it to make sure. I wanted to see if it was an LS or what it was, or B16 or what it was. And turns out it's a B16. This sharp edge here. This sharp edge here, it's a B16. This one here too, that confirms it's a B16. And yeah, pretty much got punked, in other words, because I bought this as a complete GSR, and the guy had it, he even marked it there. It said GSR crank. And yeah, after the engine sitting for like 2 years, I finally decided to piece it together. And yeah, rods were for GSR and the crank turned out to be a B16. So if anybody needs a B16, we have a crank here. And we've been on this car for a month now. And what happened, Hector?
So we got the motor at the junkyard, and then you don't need help.
Yeah, you don't know.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
That's exactly.
Pero estás grabando. ¿Qué te manda? Dude, nobody wants to know this. Nobody knows it's not gonna run.
Okay, that will.
Okay, so we got the motor at the wrecking yard, and for this kind of reasons, we put a rag on the outlets so it didn't leak any coolant or oil or whatever. So Jose, the car wouldn't burp. The car kept overheating. He overheated quick. Jose forgot to pull this out where the thermostat housing goes. And after dealing with it for all day today, we couldn't get the car to burp. The car kept overheating. We blamed the radiator. It wasn't the radiator. We blamed the thermostat. It wasn't the thermostat. We thought it was the water pump. We pulled the water pump out, and then that's when we noticed that rag was in there. And I remember when we bought the motor and we were loading it into the CRV, we shoved those rags in there, or towels. So, yeah. And then this kid here never told us that he forgot to pull that out.
He put it together on his own.
He put it together on his own
To save time?
to save some time, and he thought he was doing good gracious and saving some time. So, but he never mentioned, or he never, I don't know, he didn't see it or something.
His time saving
Turned out into a big nightmare.
turned into a nightmare.
We kind of sort of got lucky because the water pump sucked it out and it was on the water pump fins. If it wasn't for that, we thought it was a water pump because water wouldn't come out either way. So we thought the water pump wasn't working because there was no pressure. So we got lucky because those rags were on the fins at the water pump. What could have happened, we could have removed or replaced the water pump. And then if it would have been stuck in the middle of the tube, we probably would have been back to square one. We probably couldn't have figured it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But he's good at blaming other people too.
It wasn't my fault.
So, we finally got it out. We're putting it back on. And yeah, hopefully he runs good. He just kept overheating fast.
And we were wondering why.
We were wondering why.
We're wondering why it kept overheating fast.
Already blaming it on. Man, I guess that's why part of the car ended up in the rigging yard. It was already rolling, ripped.
Wow, this one runs great.
So, yeah, that's the story on that Accord, guys. Story on that Accord, and on this one, this red one, we're still gonna get things figured out. What I'm gonna do now is, since the block that the engine that came out of it is a complete GSR. Since this one's a complete GSR, and I know it's a complete GSR, I'm gonna be pulling the crank off of this one tomorrow. We'll pull the crank off of this one and put it on that one, and then this one here is this is the one that little boy blew up. Look at that piston, shredded and disintegrated, and he claimed he hit a rock and messed it up. Yeah, I call BS too. But this crank is good. It's still good. You can see the rod is still connected there, look. So this crank, since I'm going to be pulling this crank out of this one, putting it in the one that I'm building, I'm going to be pulling this crank out, putting it in this one, and making it a stroker, like a stroker GSR. It's going to be a LS crank in this one, and I have some LS Eagle rods that'll go on this one. And I don't know, maybe my younger brother will probably be interested in it, or if not, I might have some LS stock rods. I can just put the crank with rods and probably throw some P30 pistons, something for a daily driver, something all motor. And yeah, that's the story on that, guys. So see you guys. That's it for today. Oh, shit. That's it for today, guys, and stay tuned for this one. Catch you guys on the next video. What's up, people? We haven't uploaded a video, but we have a lot of clips. We got videos. Probably gonna put this one in the middle of it, but we're working on them. He decided to put this one in. This one was supposed to be the one we were supposed to do it for a day, but we didn't do it. We didn't end up doing that because of the fact that he sold a transmission. He was looking for a transmission, and now he put it back on, and he was missing some parts, this and that, you know. But we have it now in there. I don't know, I'm pretty sure he has videos of it, but he was working on it all. He did everything outside, and then it just went nice and smooth in there. There's a different one. There's a still GSR, but it's built pretty nice built. So what we're doing right now, we're doing the charge pipes. He wants to do it from there. He's gonna do a circle. I just welded that. I'm welding the aluminum. Yeah, I just made that. We did like a sleeve type of thing because it was a big wrap, and we didn't want to throw that away, so we just put that sleeve on there, making it work. We're gonna put it right here, and it goes right around here, and it comes out right here. So, and then he's working on this right now. He's gonna do this, and then shoot it straight down like this, and he's gonna pick it up from there. That's what he's doing right now. He's doing the cuts right now, pipe cuts. I'm gonna start welding it. But that's what we got going on right now. And then it's gonna start, so ready to
I think he already got the tuner ready. He let the tuner know. Yeah. Keep you guys more updated. Let's see what we could do right now.